Hello, and we're back for another episode of Tea Time with Tone, and we have Seth with us again. Wow. Okay, so Seth got voted out earlier on in the game. He won Redemption Island. He got back in the game, and he simply made it to the top 5. And that's that on that. Okay, so tell us what happened. What happened since you got back in the game?
Well, I'll say this. There are many, it's just like this yard out here, snakes in the grass. Very apparent, yes. And I'll say that, and it's mainly just, I found that a lot of people's approach rather than cooperation was more so deception. And it's probably a more effective strategy, obviously, because I was the one voted out twice. But again, I feel like what went wrong was this, what went wrong for me personally was that I stayed true to like a lot of the things that I shouldn't have stayed true to. So like certain people that I probably should have talked to, but didn't feel like I should talk to them because like it was like a moral conflict, like I was about to say, I was just voting that person off with this other person. Why would I, go and talk with them about another person? But I guess kind of getting past that personal barrier of morality, which I did, a few times in there, I had to, but I feel like that's what I struggled with, and that's really where I went wrong, was where it came, because it's completely necessary to, for this deception. But it was when it came around, like for that time, for it to be necessary, I just wasn't as prepared, and like, with the establishment of connections, it was a little more difficult, and I was a little more trustworthy than I should have been as well. So again, it goes back to that idea. I felt I played the game a lot more trustworthy than I should have, rather than being aware of the deception and the trusting no one kind of idea. So the long answer to your question of what went wrong.
So were you planning? Did you think that you were going home?
Actually, this past round I did not think. I thought once I got here I was safe, but once we got to 11 or 12, I thought I was gonna get out every single round. Every single round I had my name in there at least once. And then I won not one immunity, not one after we did the merge and all. Not one immunity did I win other than my first immunity. Getting the double vote. I had the double vote as well, but then getting the immunity. So. After that, I would have my name every time, and I didn't win any immunity. So my game was all just talk. I did not win one. Which again, probably literally voted out if I didn't win one immunity the entire time. But again, it's like I just had to play the game in that kind of way,
Yeah. So who do you think is going to win the game?
I think Tim is going to win the game. I really do. The reason that I think that is just because he's had the most ability, like with communication rather. Mm-hmm. So he knew the right amount to say to people, whereas I would divulge a bit too much, trust a bit too much, not talk to some people. Whereas Tim was very calm in talking with anyone and being calm with anyone. And not to say that he's been, deceptive in doing so, but he's been very careful with all of his moves, and he's been very strategic. Which, at the end of the day, which is I feel, how you should play the game. And so the reason that I really didn't expect it as much, which again, I got voted down 3-2. Mm-hmm. So it's like I knew that one vote, and I felt like that one vote was my buffer. But at the end of the game like this, your whole goal, your whole strategy is to vote majority because it keeps you safe.
Yeah.
So you want to go ahead, and this is something that I was telling in my, my interview in the last vote, is that at this point in the game, the entire strategy is to make yourself safe with the majority. So if you go up to a group, imagine, and there's 3 people talking, and they are all at it and set on this guy. You're gonna immediately kind of have an idea of, look, I'm gonna kind of align with that guy here. That's the majority. It'll keep me safe if he just goes out. So again, I feel like that's where a lot of people started heading in that direction towards the end.
All right, folks, well, you heard it here first. This is Seth. He has made it to the top 5 from Redemption Island. He's part of the jury now, so his vote does matter in the end of the game. Thank you so much, Seth. We will catch you next week on another episode of Tea Time with Tone. See you guys later. Hello, another episode of Tea Time with Tone. We're here with Tim. Okay, Tim. Top 4, right?
Yep.
What happened?
Well, what happened was that the other 3 in the top 4, let's just be real, they knew I was going to win, and so they didn't want me in jury because they saw me as a threat, and I respect that, you know. If the reason why I'm not on jury in top 3 is because I'm too good of a player, so be it, you know. What you gonna do?
But your vote still matters, though.
It does still matter. I'm definitely gonna give it to the person that I've been aligned with, like, at heart this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And and I knew like I would be voting for her if I was in a jury's position and she was in top 3 and I wasn't.
So who is this person you speak of?
Savannah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so did you think that earlier on you would have been voted off? Have you, like, was there ever any other point within the game that you thought you were gonna be sent home?
I mean, I was incredibly confident this whole time, to be really honest. Like, I knew I was going to get pretty far in this game because it didn't seem like I was encountering any friction at all.
Mm-hmm.
No one was bringing my name up at all for votes. And I was always really good at making sure that there was a target that everyone was in agreement with.
Mm-hmm.
And making sure that, like, it wasn't me pushing for it. It was me easing ideas into the group and not letting them think it was their idea, but just to make it to. I was just really trying to fly under the radar this game.
Yeah.
And not try to make too big of a move that would have been like that would have had to put a target on my back. So I was pretty confident through this whole time. I knew I was going to get at least top 5, top 4.
Nice. Okay, so folks, we have all the answers we need. From here on out, it's the jury's decision. And Tim is now part of that decision. So thank you so much for watching another episode of Tea Time with Tone. This is Tim. Tim, tell the folks goodbye at home.
Goodbye, my lovelies.
He will see you soon in the jury.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Hello, we're back with another episode of Tea Time with Tone. I'm Tone. This is Walter. He got 3rd place. Walter, tell us how you feel.
I'm just super pumped. This is the farthest I've ever made it in Survivor. I usually like get out because I can't like lift a boat or some crap, so so I did well. I was really happy.
So you were not expecting to get this far?
No, I was expecting to like maybe get evicted like 5th or whatever. I was really, really happy.
Wow. Okay, so how do you feel about the winner?
I'm so happy for Sav because she literally came in here and only knew me and Jonathan and nobody else. Every alliance she made, every vote she got, she earned. There weren't any, there wasn't any hidden agenda from those who she made her alliances with. Of course you have to lie because, that's part of the game, but in terms of who she had her core alliances, so she kept it very honest and 100% and just very real, and she played one of the best games I've ever seen. So I'm very, very happy that she came out on top.
So is there anything that you would change from the day?
I said this, I kind of like touched on this when we were talking earlier, but mainly just when Jonathan got evicted, because I was championing getting Seth evicted, and that started like a few rounds earlier. My name had come up and I was like, okay, so I was like, y'all, like Seth is kind of flaky, he's kind of just like going like with whoever like can save him at the moment. And so we were all about to vote him out, but then we thought he had an immunity, and so literally last minute it was Savannah, me, Maddie, and Seth voted for Jonathan because, and he just like was doing that originally, so we all switched and Jonathan got voted out. But it was just like such an asshole move because we told him like, we're being 100% honest with you, we're voting Seth out. Yeah. And it wasn't like how I wanted that to go. So
well folks, you heard it here first. This is Tea Time with Tone. This is Walter. He's our 3rd place winner. Tell the people goodbye.
Goodbye, y'all. Merry Christmas.
We will see you on next week's episode. Well, the same episode, whatever. We'll see you in a second.
It really is.
Yeah. Okay, hello. We're back with another episode. Well, same episode of Tea Time. I really don't know how this is gonna be edited. This is Tea Time with Tone. This is Maddie. She got second place. Maddie, tell us how you feel.
I feel very good about the game I played. I'm a little salty I didn't win because I do personally feel I played the best game out of the three of us up there. But
Don't have to ask that question now.
I mean, I honestly do because I don't want to say I could have done what I did with any other two people. I had to have two people that I was very trustworthy. But if I had the fourth phase plan could have been done with any two people.
Right. Okay. Is there anything from the game that you would have changed?
If there was any way I could beat Savannah, I don't immediately see it. Besides, make my argument better at the final three.
Nice. Did you have any other? Wait, no. Who were all of your alliances in the game?
Well, coming in, I knew Lucy Dukes was going to be here, and I said, "Girl, if you can make it to the merge, I'll work with you." And then they cut her
That
first
didn't
round.
happen.
I said, I'm sorry, I can't." me and Walter, I saw him at LSU and I was like, they need to put us in a game together. He said, "You're right, because we're gonna work together and they're not gonna see it coming." I said, so that was a jump street. Pulled Savannah in when we were talking, when we had downtime, when we still had the black team, and talked and whatnot. Honestly, the black team was very together for a while, and then I realized that's not going to get me far, so I had to start breaking that up. Honestly, the only people I truly, fully trusted were Walter and Savannah the whole game.
Wonderful. And there you have it, folks. This has been another episode of Tea Time with... This is probably the same You know what? This is Tea Time with Tone. And it's Maddie. And she got second place. And we'll be back with your winner. Yay. Tell the people bye, Maddie.
Bye, y'all. It's been fun.
Bye. And I didn't share. Hello. And we're back with Tea Time with Tone. And we're here with the winner, Savannah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sav, let us know. This is your first game, right?
Yeah, first game ever.
First game. What were your thoughts coming into the game?
First, I'm very competitive, but I kept in mind that I wasn't going to win because if I
That
had
answers my second question.
Oh, if I had the mindset of I'm going to win and then I didn't, I would literally be pissed off. But I went in being myself, and I wasn't going to flat out backstab anyone. I wanted to be as honest as I could.
Wow, what a great strategy to have. Did you have any alliances coming into the game?
Yes. So me and Jonathan had a final 2. Me and Walter had a final 2, and me, Jonathan, and Walter had a final 3.
Well, somebody didn't make it. And I think it was Jonathan.
Yeah. Jonathan flipped with Meredith, and kind of just I could feel that he was uneasy and I was uneasy, so it was kind of an unspoken of breaking off.
And clearly one side did it better.
And Walter, you'll probably see he got on my nerves sometime, but I knew he was loyal and I had to stick through it. I had to stick through all the talking. Walter, I love you, and I knew you were loyal, and I kept you, bud. I kept you to the end.
This is what I want. Okay. So, is there anything from the game that you would change?
Honestly, like I was saying, when I was pleading, I would change not telling Jonathan that I was voting for him, because that was a blindside on my part with Xavier going home if you don't vote for Jonathan,
Yeah.
and then Jonathan not even going home that round, and me being like, what? Seth could have went home, but I feel like that was the one play, but it kind of went to my benefit because Seth wanted me and Tim in a final 3. So it kind of worked out because I feel like if it was Jonathan, maybe it would have went different. And I wouldn't have had that secure final 3 because Taylor
And you
was
could have gotten third or second instead
yeah,
of first.
and Taylor was telling me that for the when we went to vote, he asked like final 3 deals, and he said that my name was in everyone's. So I feel like I did my job.
What evil little shit. What a way to go out. This has been Tea Time with Tone, and this is the tea time that I have been waiting on the whole game. And it's with the winner. So what can I say? First time playing. Is this the second time this has happened? Or the third?
First time any of the Luke games. I haven't played Big Brother or anything.
Yeah, because Dylan won Survivor, and it was his first time playing. You won Survivor, it's your first time playing.
Wow.
Both from Baton Rouge.
I'm from New Orleans.
Well, okay. LSU is how you been at, okay? Represent where you're from
Alright.
for 2 seconds.
Baton Rouge, y'all.
I'm not about the Tigers, but just for this moment. Okay, this has been another Tea Time with Tone. We're back on track. I will see you all later for another great season of Survivor. What can I say? This has been Survivor's Tea Time with Tone, Foggy Bog. And we're out. Savannah, tell the people bye.
We are out. See you laters.